How is everybody doing? Nomad here. In today's video, I wanted to go over Sons of the Forest and specifically the announcement of early access. Now, I know most of the community is torn about this decision. Some people are opposed to early access. Some people just want them to push the game back completely and release at a later date in full. And some people are for early access. In my honest opinion, I honestly thought Sons of the Forest was going to release in early access originally, and I don't know why they eventually planned on releasing in full. But with them going into early access, I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, hear me out. Coming from someone who has had experience specifically with N-Night, they are a fantastic studio. They're a very small studio, and their whole purpose, they are driven by making complete full game, and they want these games to fully capture and represent what they're trying to portray and put out there. For some of you guys who remember, The Forest launched in early access around 2014. Now, it was in early access till 2018. This was the biggest game N-Night produced at the time of their studio, through the longevity of their studio. This was the biggest game they produced, and they didn't know it was going to do this well and have such a positive feedback from the community. So their early access first time around with a title like was longer than anticipated. With Sons of the Forest, they do not plan on being in early access longer than a year or two. They want to push it to 8 to 12 months, 8 months to a year, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, the good thing about early access is they want feedback from the player base. They want to see what we like and what we enjoy and things like that. But at the end of the day, N-Night is very, very particular in their games and what they produce, and they're very surgical on their execution of their titles. And I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's great that they're in early access. They say The Forest turned out to be a massive success, due mostly to the awesome community and suggestions, feedbacks, and bug reports the players shared with us. We're really excited and hope that players want to come on this new journey with us to make this the ultimate survival horror simulator. For them, it's been a long journey since they first started Sons of the Forest development, and it's grown into the biggest, most complex game we have ever made. There's still so much more we want to add: items, new mechanics, gameplay balance, and more. We didn't want to delay again, so have instead decided to involve the community in the continued development of this project and keep our February 23rd release date, but instead release in early access. Now, this is fantastic. I honestly think the game is 99.9% complete. If you guys remember The Forest, the story wasn't complete when it was in early access. There was a lot of missing assets. A lot of the things in the survival handbook were just outlines and sketches. They were not complete renders and concepts, and they didn't have all the blueprints that we have now. They didn't exist in early access. I honestly don't think this is going to be the case for Sons of the Forest. I think the story is going to be complete. I think 99% of the game is going to be complete. What I think the reasoning for early access is the fact that they want to add in specific mechanics and specific assets and components into the game, like lore items, new blueprints, new mechanics for blueprints. And these are the things that they want to tweak and get perfect before the game fully released. So I think it's great that they're going into early access. Again, guys, here on the channel, we just like to have discussions. Everybody's viewpoint is completely valid. This is just my concept and idea. And again, coming from someone who has talked directly with N-Night, I'm a bit biased. I just think they're a fantastic studio. They're very transparent with the community and their player base. They are absolutely fantastic. And at the end of the day, they just want to make a good product that everyone's going to be satisfied with, as well as that the team at N-Night is going to be satisfied with. So again, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Not only what do you think about Sons of the Forest early access, but what you think about early access in general. What are you most anticipating for this game? What are you most excited about? If you're ready to go, if you're opposed to the early access, if you're with it, if you're kind of in between, let me know these things. I'd love to have a discussion with you down in the comments below. Everybody's point is completely valid. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. And if you like the video, drop a like on it. It really helps me and the channel grow. Subscribe for more of the Forest content, as well as Sons of the Forest content when it makes its debut February 23rd. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay hyped, and have a beautiful day.